Good morning, Amanda Amble's back in the house. So today's video is all about what is sacred, what is divine. And some of you know that I kind of channel flows of thoughts and I tap into the Akashic, or whatever you like to call it, down on the Wells Road Cemetery. So these are some of the messages that I got. So what I got is all life is sacred, all part of the spiral of life and death. And all the plants, creatures, spirit and souls are divine. Plants manage to coexist like weeds coexist side by side to other plants, but who should decide whether plants should have the right to grow or not, whether they're a weed or not? So it's good to cherish every moment while we're in our earthly bodies. And we're all miracles of life. And every cell in our body is listening to your every thought. If you imagine the worst possible outcome, then this is what's going to manifest. So if you imagine that the thing's already happened, whatever it is that you want to bring about, then it's far more likely to happen because you have that kind of mindset. So the other thing is, know that you are perfect and that you have the right to exist as much as any other life form. Value all that you are and all that you can become and all that you've been. So when others attack you, and I've been attacked quite recently, and those attackers, if you're watching, it's not a pretty thing to bully somebody, and especially not when it's a group bullying, a group thing, ganging up on someone. So basically when they attack you, they're attacking your divinity as well, and you are divine and you have a right to stand in your power and keep on rising. So you're more powerful than the phoenix, okay? And that you've got the potential to rise up from the ashes, and you're more resplendent than a rainbow and more delicate than a rose. It's getting quite poetic, isn't it? All of you is both sacred and divine. Often the word sacred is inscribed on gravestones after we transition to the other side and the other realms. So why not remember that we are all sacred whilst we are living, while we are alive, flesh, blood, and bone and limb. Got written here. It's quite poetic, isn't it, today? So some may argue that some sites, like for instance in Glastonbury, like Bridie's Mound and Glastonbury Tor, are more sacred than some others. And certainly in those places, the earth energies lines raise the vibration and the consciousness of the spirit of the place. And often when we go to these sites, we just feel it. It's something that reaches us, goes straight into us, and we can't quite put that into words. So every time a soul communes with those energies, they reinforce and expand those energies. So if you're up the Tor and you're kind of focusing on, say, the Michael and Mary line that go up there, you will be expanding those lines. So each of us is a divine blueprint. So daily life can be simultaneously magic and mundane. It's all a matter of our perspective. Life is like a tightrope walk. So tread carefully and gracefully through life. Occasionally we feel like we're going to fall off the tightrope when our self-esteem is battered. But we often forget we're not free falling off a cliff, but we are capable of growing our own wings. And therefore there's also a safety net if all else fails. So to protect the sacred, and we've got a group called Protect Sacred Avalon, and to protect the sacred in Avalon is to protect the divine heart. So it's connected to the divine heart of being, which is the cosmic heart as well, around which everything revolves. We are here to value the divinity of life, so also to value ourselves in all its forms, whether it's a spider or whether it's a butterfly or a beautiful, I don't know, horse, white horse, and not to judge different life forms, okay? To say, well, that's beautiful, that's more beautiful than that, so it has more value. You know, I think it was W.B. Yeats who said that that everything is waiting for our senses to sharpen so that we can see it. So it's all a matter of how we can perceive things, isn't it? So we can all coexist in unison. So we all crave for peace, yet all the gimmicks and adverts are to distract us from our true path, the right path. And that's Rado if you're into the runes. So be true to your path and keep much of your inner power and resourcefulness hidden. We don't always have to sort of wear our hearts on our sleeves or our power on our sleeves, do we? We don't have to wield it around by putting others down. And again, I'd just like to say that recently, although I've been attacked, I've risen up from the ashes just like a phoenix, and I'm holding my head high. So the more some people try to put you down, the more resilience we have, and the more that we can rise up. True consecration of the sacred comes from our divine heart energy. So when we go to places, if we're using our heart energy to commune with those places, we're kind of consecrating them. And so that traverses and encompasses all religions and belief systems. For me, it's all about the kindness is the main currency. I talked about that in a previous video. And also, the power of the heart is far greater than any other part of us. So basically, the vibration, consciousness of our hearts is far more powerful than our minds, than any other part of us. So that is where healing comes from. That's where acceptance comes from. And if we can come from a place of heart-centeredness, then that is true power. The heart can be gentle, but that doesn't mean to say it's not powerful. So the fussing and the fighting stems from unresolved trauma. But maybe we are all living in a state of trauma. Maybe even being born into the world is traumatic in itself, to transition from the womb to the actual world. So maybe attacks and counterattacks are instinctual and part of our survival and makeup. But there does seem to be a bit of an addiction to dopamine and fight or flight. So so those are some thoughts all about the sacred and the divine. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are as well. Open up the stage, because we're all actors on the stage, aren't we, of life? But also, we're sort of co-creating it as well with each other. We're coexisting, co-creating. And beings are divine, but also places can be divine. And it's all about the way we go through life and commune with each other, commune with the creatures on the planet, the plants, with everything. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. My name's Amanda Ambles. If you enjoyed it, let other people know. I usually am rambling and ambling out in nature. Sometimes I'm at home as well. So, I'm quite spontaneous with my videos, although this one today was a pre-channeled one. All right, hope you're all doing well. Take care, lots of love to you.